It's 2022 and Vivo has announced its new X series of smartphones, but there are a few surprises. There's no Pro Plus model in sight, but Vivo has launched a base X80 model and a heavily upgraded X80 Pro model. Both of these smartphones pack in new and interesting hardware, so let's take a closer look at them in this video. Let's start off with the Vivo X80 Pro. It is available only in a cosmic black finish and looks very similar to the X70 Pro Plus, save for a revamped camera module that shares some similarities with the iQOO 9 Pro. The camera module appears flatter and takes up a third of the smartphone's back panel. The phone's rear has a matte finish and is made out of fluoride AG glass, while the screen on the front uses short sensation up glass. The phone also has an official IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. The curved-edge 6.78-inch E5 AMOLED display has a resolution of 3200 x 1440 pixels and a 120Hz refresh rate that can drop down to 1Hz when needed to save power. It also features a 3D ultrasonic fingerprint reader with a large readable area allowing it to read 2 fingerprints at once. Vivo has also baked in a new feature called Quick Actions, which lets users open an app while unlocking the device with a single tap. The fingerprint reader requires one firm tap to register a fingerprint instead of multiple taps, which makes setting it up very easy. The phone uses the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC, which is common among smartphones in this segment. It's available in a single 12GB RAM and 256GB storage configuration. As for the cameras, there's a new 50MP primary camera with Samsung's new GNV sensor, a 48MP ultra-wide-angle camera that also doubles up as a macro camera, a 12MP portrait camera with gimbal stabilization, and an 8MP periscopic telephoto camera with 5x optical zoom. Selfies are handled by a 32MP front-facing camera. Here's a look at some photos taken with the Vivo X80 Pro. The phone features a 4700mAh battery and comes with an 80W charger. The device also offers wireless charging at 50W and reverse wireless charging. As for the Vivo X80, it looks very similar to the X80 Pro and last year's X70 Pro Plus. There's a new urban blue finish which looks fresh and helps it stand out. The main visual differentiator between the two phones is the missing periscopic camera at the back. This phone also has a curved-edge 6.78-inch E5 AMOLED display with a maximum 120Hz refresh rate but a full HD Plus resolution. The Vivo X80 debuts with MediaTek Dimensity 9000 SoC in India. This is the brand new SoC for the premium smartphone segment. This phone is available with a maximum of 12GB RAM and 256GB storage and offers no storage expansion. As for the cameras, there's a 50MP primary camera with the new Sony IMX866 sensor, a 12MP portrait camera, and a 12MP ultra-wide-angle camera which doubles up as a macro camera. Selfies are handled by a 32MP front-facing camera. Here's a look at some Vivo X80 camera samples. This phone has a 4500mAh battery which can be charged using the bundled 80W charger. However, there is no wireless charging available. Both smartphones run FunTouchOS 12, which is based on Android 12. The software seems smooth and responsive out of the box, but I did notice plenty of pre-installed third-party apps. The Vivo X80 Pro is a slightly confusing offering from Vivo. A lot of prospective buyers might be wondering whether Vivo will announce an X80 Pro Plus model in the near future with even better features. However, until that happens, one can assume that the X80 Pro is a spiritual successor to the X70 Pro Plus, even though the naming convention is slightly different. From that perspective, the new model doesn't offer anything very new. The only big upgrades seem to be the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC, faster wired charging, a second generation V1 Plus imaging chip, and the custom Samsung GNV primary camera sensor. As for the X80, it seems like it could be a solid offering for a premium smartphone. It's strangely missing Vivo's unique gimbal camera technology, which is also available in the older X60 model, but an official IP53 rating is a rare find in this segment, which may work in its favor. Both smartphones have brand new camera sensors, so it will be interesting to see how well Vivo has optimized these and whether they'll give the company a major advantage over its competition. We will be testing out both smartphones, so stay tuned to Gadget 360 for our full reviews.